Hello everyone and welcome back to this another videos, and in this videos we'll learn how to use find and replace features in Microsoft Excel. So this will helps you quickly search for specific text or values and replace them if needed. So let's get started. At first I will show you a simple data set. Let's say this is the section for name of some employees, and let's say this is the department of the employee. Say this is the status of some employees. So let's say this is Alice, and other that Bob and Charlie is and Diana, and let's say Ethan. Let's say Ethan, and let's say Farah. If I add some departments name, let's say this Alice from sales department, and both from HR. Charlie's from sales again and marketing, and after that sales and HR. So now if I add the status like active and inactive, so I can add the active and inactive and the active and active. So this is our simple data set, and now you will press Ctrl G to make this into a table, but you have to check this box which is my table and headers, and if I click here, then you can see this is our simple data set. Now after will show you how to open, find and replace. So at first I will go to the home tab, and the home tab you will find the right side of the key, like you'll find the editing options. This is the sections for find and select. So here, as you can see that you can find option, the find and replace box from the tab, or simply like you can use this as well. So I'll select the find options, then you will like if I know this type here like this cells, let's say, and now if I find all, and then as you can see that there are three options like come up. There is the cells, this is the cells, and this is the, and I will select, and I will show you the process. Like I'll go to the options, like this is the cells, and if I select this, and then I will select this, and if double click here, or you can see, if I select this, then this is the cell. If I select this, then this is the cell, and if I select and so now I'm going to add the color. And if I select, then I will add this, and if I select this, and then this is the cells. So now if I want to find out the other items, which is let's say the HR, and if I find all, and let's say if I select this, and now if I select with another color, like let's say this, and if I select this one, then this is also another color. And now if I want to replace, then I want to find and replace, like so. If let's say if I want to replace the cells, and find the cells, and replace it, and then now it replace, and then as you can see all here the my three replacements, then as you can see all this cells items will be replaced with this. So just like all the like instance, you can use this, or you can like apply the interactive inactive. So this is the inactive, and I'll replace it with active. So now if I replace all, and as you can see the items will be now active. So this is the process. You can actually use the find and replace, and the find and the ripple plus tool is a really time saver tools in this. So then I will select, and updating the value sheet. So it is a marginal feature. So I hope you're understanding all the process. So this is all for today. In this next video, I will discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to today's another videos, and in this videos we'll learn how to work with the multiple worksheets, which is actually useful when organizing large projects and monthly reports or different categories and data in one file. So now let's get started. At first I will talk about a worksheet. So a worksheet is a single page in your Excel, one book, as you can see. Then is think of it like a sheet in notebook, and your Excel file is the whole notebook actually. So here if we make three worksheets named, and like let's say this is the sales report for the months of, let's say, January, and after that if I make this is the new sheet, and then there will be a new sheet will come up, and now I will name it for the sales so report of February, and after that I will select this again and it will be like a March. So now the month of January I will add, and I want to add in each state sheet will actually contain the same or simple data table. Like if I add here like a simple table, and let's say this is the sections for product, and after that this is the sales value, then I add product A and product B and C, and then if I add some sales values, let's say $100 and $150 and $200. So now if I press Ctrl T to make this into a table, so now this is the file, this is the workbook or this, and this is the months of January sales report. And if I add like a new worksheet, and I have already added, and as you can see, and you can actually add for the new worksheet. So now workbook and the new table, and now if I want to copy this table, like I will just select my whole table and I will press C, then I will select this into this options. So as you can see, this will appear here, like I will come to the months of March, and that means this is a sales report for March. And if past it here, so if you find the three then same labels in the three sheet and 3 months, and as you can see, you can actually now like manipulate and customize the items and customize the products. So this is very helpful. And now if you want to actually like rename, like now this is the January, and after that January sales, and after that I'll select. So this is the section for renaming. Just double click here, you can add your name, and after that I will select, I'll just select the cells. So now after that now if you want to actually delete some of your worksheets, just right click here and just press the delete, and if I click delete, then it will be deleted. And you can also call the summaries, like let's say if I select this, and then if I call the January, and let's say the January sales actually, and now I will just address this like this, and now if I present it, then I will actually selecting the name range, and like so this is the process, like the reference like sheet. So that's how you manage the multiple worksheet Excel, and it will keep your work neat and organized, and whether it's the monthly report or different departments. So I hope you're understanding the process, how can actually create the multiple worksheets and work simultaneously with like copying or moving various files between the multiple sheets. So this is all for today. In the next video I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to this new another videos, and in this video we're going to explore different chart types in Excel, like column, bar, lines, and a pie chart. And these charts will help you visualize your data clearly and make informed decisions. So let's get started. At first I will talk about like a charting. Excels are actually used to represent your data visually, whether it is it's like a tracking cells and showing trends, or like comparing the categories, like just make and your data is easy to understand. Like if you go there, we'll find a column chart and you will find the pie chart, and this is the chart and this is the third line, 3D line chart actually. So I will select this and then you'll find this is the combo chart will appear. So there are various charts. Now I will show you a simple data set and then I will show you how you can actually generate the chart. So let's say it's like a sales report of a company. Let's say this is the section for a month. This is the sales value. So months are like, let's say January and February and March, and if April, and if I add some sales value, there's a $1,200, $1,500, $700, and $1,300, and you'll make this is the number formatting as like as I will go to the home tab. Then I will select the currency and I will remove the decimals. So this is our simple data set, and now I will press Ctrl T to make this situation. So now I'll show you how to insert the column chart first. So I will go to the insert tab, then I will select the recommended charts and I will go to the all charts, and this is the sections. You find all the chart options. So I'll select the column chart and I'll find various column chart here, like a 3D clustered column. This is the standard column, so I'll make the first one, which is a clustered column, and if I select, then you can see that I will and adjust my chart a little bit. So now I'll select the data labels. So as you can see, that is a simple column chart, and I have actually selected the cluster column. So column chart actually ideal for comparing the cells across the different months. So and notice that it will actually place the values in data articly, make it easier to compare values. Like in the months of March, the sales fee is the highest, and the month of January, the sales is the lowest. So this is like that, and then I will show you how you can actually generate the branches. So I will go to the inserter again. Now after also I also select the budget, and this is actually the horizontal. So I'll select the cluster one, and now I will reshape, resize the chart a little bit. Now I'll select the data tables and I will select the legends. So as you can see that this is the bar chart. So it is similar to column chart but within the horizontal bars. But bars are actually useful when you have no long levels or want to compare the categories side by side. So this is another kind of chart, and now I will show you how to insert the line chart. So I'll select the recommended chart and you will find the line chart, and I will select the line chart. Then as you can see, this is our line chart, and now we'll select the data labels. So this is the data labels, and I would add the legend as well. So this is the sales, and actually great for showing the trends over time. Like if I reshaped this is a little bit, then as you can see in the month of January, this is like 1200, and it's actually increasing, and after that decreasing again in the month of April. So like this actually showing the upward and trend and downward trends as well. And now I will select the type of charts and which is the pie chart. So I will select the pie chart from these sections. And if I select this, I will select the first one. Now I'll select the data labels. So this is our pie chart, and Y chart is actually useful. I want to show the proportion of each category relative to the total. So like in the chart, you can actually quickly see that how each month sales contribute the total lecture. So you can actually verify, and you can change the style of our chart as well. So chart as slide very much important. These are actually great way to visualize your make your analysis easier to understand. And column chart, bar chart, and serve are a unique purpose. So those just the one actually works for data. So this is all for today, but the next video I will discuss some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another new videos. And in these videos we'll learn how to customize charts elements in Excel like titles, data tables and legends, so make your charts clear and professional. So I will show you these steps. So let's get started. At first I will show you a simple data set, like let's say if I add here a product sales report. So I will add the product informations and the sales values which will be mentioned in dollars. So if I add here some product information, like this is the product A, and this is the product B, and this is the product C. And if I add the sales values, like this is the 300 and $220 and $160. So now I will highlight this text and I will press Ctrl T to make this is into a table. So now I'm going to insert a chart. So I will go to the insert tab, and then I will go to the recommended charts, and I will, if I go to the all charts, then as you can see, you'll find all the charts options will be available in this section. So I will select the first column chart, and if we select column clustered column, then it will appear like that. And as you can see, you will find various options for customize your data, customize your chart. And so at first I will resize my chart. So this is our first chart, and here is this plus sign is actually for the chart type charts elements. So if I click here, then as you can see, various tabs will be removed available on our list. At first I will select the data tables, and then as you can see, the items or amounts are actually showing at the top of the each, like each data sets, like each the vertical shape column. So now if I select the legend, then as you can see that the items are actually, these items are actually referencing the value. Sales values is actually mentioning by selecting the legend. Then I will select the Excel titles and also add the access titles also. So I will select the chart title. This is the sales, this is the sales report, and after that, so this is the informations for, this is the product option is for, this is the for the sales. So this is actually work like that. And then if you I go to the option for, like there's the option for legend, and you can also change the legend options. Like if I select the top, then it will appear at the top. And the access title, you can also select the more options, like to manipulate or customize your access titles. Or otherwise, let's say if I select this, and then if I add the data labels as inside the end, then all the items will be visible at the inside of your like column chart. So this actually work like that. And after that I select the options. So you will find the style options. So in this applied into chart, or you can select this the seller. So this is the process you can actually, so in this, and customize your chart title, chart labels, handle. In this, this is small adjustment can make chart more meaningful, visually appealing. So this is all for today. In the next video I will discuss about some other exciting things. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another new videos. And in these videos we'll learn how to format chart appearance in Excel, from changing the colors, modifying the backgrounds to make your chart more visually appealing and easier to understand. So let's get started. At first I will show you a simple data set. Let's say this is the sections for months of sales, and this is the sales value which will be mentioned in dollars. Some month is like month of January, and month of February, and month of March, and a month of April. And if I add some sales values like a 500 and 600 and 450 and $700. So this is our simple data set, and now press Ctrl to make this into a table. So now I will make a basic chart. So I'll go to the insert tab. At first you have to highlight your text, and then I will go to insert tab, and I'll go to the recommended charts, and here I will select the column chart. This is the clustered column, and then the customization options will be available. Stop at first I will select the data labels, and I will add the legend. So now you're going to apply a chart style. Like if I go here, a chart style, then you will find there are various options for your chart style. Like if I select this one, then the items will be like that, and you can also change the color of your color palette of your like the chart. So I will select this one. You can select this one. So there are various ways to this green, so this will appear like that. And if I select this in this, if select this yellow one, and like answer like sections for this, so you can actually like exchange individual items color, like select that chart title. So if I select and this come up, and then I will select the preset, like let's say the green one, then the type is not the rectangular shape. So and then I will select the gradient step, and if I select the color is like a, and after that I will select the border. You will find various the gradient line, and I will select the options, so this options for borders and compare type. So I will select this class one, and I will select the options for like preset options, like this options, and then I will select the color as well. Like if I will add the color as the orange one, and joined and the soft pages, you will find select this. So as you can see, like this is the various, and for you can also the text options, and I will select the gradient fill. So this is actually work like that. I will select the gradient fill as well. So this actually work like that. And as you can also more options, like if I delete this, and if I go to the options, then I will select the legend options, then I will select the left, and you can also select the trend lines. So this is the something like that. Yeah, like you can also select some effects. So I have already shown you can actually appear on the this. So I'll select, and you can see for access options, I select these options will be like a various. If I select the check markers, and we can select the levels, and we can add the options for the shadow. So if I select the shadow of this one, then this will appear like that, and if I select the color is like the blue one, then this will appear like that for the glow. I will select this blue one. So as you can see, there are various options for customizing. So that's how you format your chart appearance in Excel. You just with clicks and your chart can look clean, professional, visually attractive. So this is all for today. In the next video, I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to today's another videos, and in this videos we'll explore how to conditional formatting to highlight important data like the topic success, so low skills or low sales or the duplicate values, so all without written in a single formula. So I will show you the steps how can actually use the conditional formatting. This is the conditional formatting options. So I will show you the process. So let's get started. At first, I will show you a simple data set. Let's say this is the section for student names, and if I add here some student disease codes, so if I add some names like let's say John, and this is the John and Sarah and David, let's say Harry and Hamilton, and let's say if I add let's say picture, and lastly if I add let's say like Diana. So if I add some e-courses is like let's say 85, and after that 92 and 78 and 65, 48, 45 and 88 and 55, do 55 is score 51 max out of 100, so it is scores will be given like out of 100. So now if I highlight this text, and now I will press Ctrl T to make this into a table. So this is our simple data set, and now I will show you how we can actually apply the conditional formatting. At first you have to like select some range of your data set. For example, if I select the score column, and then I will go to the home tab, and in the home tab I'll go to the conditional format, and you'll find here various options. So let's say if I want to highlight which values are actually greater than, let's say greater than 78. So if I click OK, then as you can see these three values are actually greater than 78. And if I select this, like if I address which values are actually greater, then let's say greater than 85. So at first you have to select, you have to highlight. So this is the process of like as you can see the greater than. So if I select the data so is actually less than, and if I add less than the 65, if I click OK, then as you can see these items are actually less than. So we have to first reshape, like if I undo the options. So at first now I will select the options, and then I will go to the conditional formatting for highlight for less than, which are less than 65, let's say. So if I click OK, and then there's two terms that they are actually highlighted from our list. So now if I show you the other type of formatting, like I will now go to like a highlight, which is actually between like 50 to 80. So let's say if I select 50 to let's say 70s, and the color will be the red text. Let's only, so now if I click OK, then as you can see only these two items will appear as the red text. And now if I select again, and then I will go to the conditional formatting, like highlighting text which is equals to, like which is equals to. At first we have to actually undo the options, so now I will select this, and then I will go to the conditional formatting highlights, which is equals to, let's say if I select equals to 85, and if I click OK, then as you can see the 85 will be appeared as the red color, red fill. And now I will select another type of, like top, bottom, blue. Like if I select the top 10 items, and if I select remove this, if I want to see the 3 items, and if I want to select this red borders, or not the red border, if I select the follow yellow and I click OK, then as you can see, then this is the three, of course, that actually top three numbers, and you will find the other options, like but you have to remove the previous formatting, like a top 10%, above average, below average. There are various options, and you can select the data part like using like the gradient field. Then as you can see that the gradient field actually appear like that, like the bars are actually in the large when the amount is large. As you can see, the 92, the bar is the highest, over is the fourth largest. And then if I go to the another formatting options, like you will find that this is the data part, and the solid is like the same process, and the color is scale. Like if you select this, like this is already yellow screen, and there's HL, which is the values that will already change, so the red will be the highest and the green will be the lowest. So the 45 is the greenest, so this is the lowest, and this is the like the darkest red, so this is actually the highest and the lowest. And after that, if I go to the another conditional format, like I can set, like you can select this, I can set for highlighting your text, like this is actually the lowest and this is actually the highest. After that, I can set, and you can actually make your new rules, and you can actually clear your rules, and you can actually manage your rules in various ways. And that's how you can actually use the conditionals formatting in Excel to highlighting import data. So try it out with our own spreadsheet. More visual to easier to read. So I hope you're understanding the process. So this is all for today. In the next video, I'll discuss about some other exciting things. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another new videos. And in this video, we'll learn how to create a basic pivot table, which is an amazing feature that help you analyze the summarized large data in just a few clicks. So we'll use a simple sales data to set to show how it actually works. So let's get started. At first, I will show you a simple data set. Like let's say this make a simple sales data. Like here I will mention the salesperson names, and after that the sales, and after that I will add the product informations, product names, and I will add the amount. And now if I add the salesperson name, let's say John, and let's say Sarah, and Bob, and David, and let's say Peter and Emma, Diana. So if I add some region is like let's say wrong in the southwest, and west, and then west again, and north again. And if I add the product is like let's say pen, and after that the pencils. So I'm inputting some valves, and you can use your own real data set, and that will actually help you for your better understanding. You can then like interpret your data very well. So this is the pen and pencil and pen, and if I add some amount like 20150, so when you actually use your own Dell data set, then you can actually make interpret of your data, and you can actually understand better. And when you actually get the mastery of these features, then you can use this, and you can use the random data set. Then you have ability to interpret any kind of data. So now I will highlight this text, and we'll press Ctrl T to make this into a trip. Now I will show you the established, and then I'll go to the insert tab, and here we'll find the p table, and I will select the table because I'm going to make the p table from a table and orange actually. So now I will select this. Then this actually, if I am see pivot table one, you can select the new worksheet to place your p4 table, but I will select the existing worksheet, and that's why I have mentioned the location. So if I select the location and I click OK, then as you can see p4 table will be up here after your original table. Now I'm going to, as you can see, that our pivot table is empty, so you have to design our pivot table, and in the right side of your page you will find that pivot table fields. Here is the headers of your origin tables. You have to drag these items into your empty field. So I will add, and I will drag the salesperson to the rows, let's say, and after that I will drag the amount and the values. So as you can see, it gives you the summary of amount by sold or generated by this person's life that Bob has. Sales amount like Bob has actually generate by the sales amount $100, David generate $250. So this gives you the total amount. Like this is the Diana, Emma, and John, Peter, and Sarah. They actually generate the sales values, and this is the summary of amount, and gives you the total grand total as well. So like if I add the Drax, and like if I add the proud into the, let's say, the columns, and as you can see that it will give you more informations about, like this is the pen and pencil, so it gives you the amount of, and this is the sales of, like this is the for the Bob. You can actually select, and you can only know if I select this, I double click it, then also the information will be available into your list. So as you can see that this is the process of generating the people's table, and it gives you the summarize the calculations or summarize of your larger data set. So it's actually give you the quick data summarizations, and no formula actually needed, because if you want to calculate the summarizations, then you have to include and calculate, and like you have to use the sum functions or two of the persons, and then you have to sum the whole total as well. So there is no formula needed. So this is the easy to group analyze the larger data. So that's how you grade a basic AP table in Excel. So it's a simple but powerful tool that makes data analysis fast and easy. So I hope you understand the process. So this is all for today. In the next video I will discuss about some other exciting things. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to today's another videos, and in this videos we'll explore the data validations. The data validation is a technique of Microsoft Excel, and which is the great tools or the techniques to control what kind of data users can enter in a cell, whether it is like a number only, data ranges, or the drop down list. So Excel makes it super easy using this conditional formatting, or there is the sections for data validations options here. So I will discuss all the options. So let's get started. At first I will talk about I will address a data set first. like employee entry from, let's say, this is the sections for name of the employees, and this is the sections for age and disease and the department. So now if I add here, like here we have to input some names, and here I'm going to address the drop down, and they are the drop down needed. So I will just make this table, and I will just select my tables as header. So this is the option. So I will go to the, now I'm going to the restrict the whole numbers only. Like here, if I go to the data validations, like if I go to the data tab, and here you will find the data validation. So for the page I can actually select like the data tab. Let's say if I add here the data validation options, for the value I will select only the whole numbers, and it will be minimum value, the number is like 18 to, so the maximum let's say 60s. And so now if I click OK, then as you can see, now if I address here like 75, then as you can see this value does not match the data validation restriction denied for these cells. So this is the process you can make your like a table or data set like clean. Like if you make it like empty, and if you want to input these items from your colleagues site, then your colleagues can enter the data into this table. And when you get into the options, like if we address the 78 and if we present it, and as you can see it will give us the restrictions. That means that admin also add the error message. Like you should input like if I show you, this is the data validation options, and then you can also make the error all alert, like a title invalid, and make a error message like input 18 into 60, 18 to 60, and then if I click OK, and then now if I add a 90, then as you can see in the invalid input 18 to 60, this gives the audience a positions. Like let's say if I click 45, then it actually read or take this value. So this is the process, and after that you can create a drop down list like the fast validations. So here if I select, then I'll go to the data validation option. In the data validation option I will select the list. Like if I select the list, and I can also list here that you can address only HR, ITs, and sales. So now if I click OK, then you can find only this options to select this to select the department. You cannot address here like a marketing or supply chain, because you don't have options. Like this is the benefit of creating, or like the list validation options, the problems don't actually help user choose for only valid options, and it is for like department names and designations categories like that. And after that I have already, like you can add the names, and if I select the names of validation options like, then you can also select in the next skills, and this, and like let's go in this, and let's say the 7 characters. And now if I click OK, then you can add John Smith. So if I present it, and then it will not actually take this. So because it crossed the 7 characters, so I'm going to validation, and I can select unlike options. So like invalid, error message, and after that input like to 7 characters. So now if I select and then if anyone address here John Smith, then this error message will appear. So this is actually benefits like data validations. So that's how in simple data validations can keep your Excel sheet actually clean, accurate, and easy. So I hope you understand the process. That's all for today. In this next video, I will discuss about some other exciting things. Okay.